Oh, I thought you were going to do it today. What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 34 of Damn That's Good with Big Salinas Barbecue. I'm Randy Salinas, joined by my brother Junior Salinas. We got a good, fun episode. We're going to talk Easter, someone's official first cook on his Weber kettle on the second segment. And then, of course, we're always going to end the show with that backyard barbecue talk. Let's get this show started.
Hey, let's do it. So, last week we were talking about the Easter and getting a Weber kettle and all that. We've done a first official cook on it, but let's get it going. First and foremost, again, thank you to all the listeners watching us on YouTube. Hit that subscribe and like button, help us out. Definitely keep the questions coming in. But let's thank our sponsors, which are Prairie Fresh, Mad Cow Cutlery,
Holy Smoke Spice Company, and Brothers Keepers Barbecue, and then of course Meat Hugger. So shout out to all of our sponsors, all of our great listeners. We're going to dive into our small business shout out of the week. Mine is Barbecue Rub Company, as always. It's called That's the One Barbecue. If you're out on the steak circuit, you already know them. They get referred as the meat hammer because some of their product is called like the beef hammer, the meat hammer. If you want to drop the hammer on steaks or backyard cooking, definitely look up That's the One Barbecue. You can check out their website at tt1bbq.com. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook. Give their product a try. And that is my small business shout out of the week.
All right. Well, I don't have one this week. This was a episode when we taped it. We didn't know I was going to have softball games to attend to. Apparently, half the team that we're supposed to be playing from Keller, Texas, has a dance recital. So they said most of the girls are in the dance recital. I think it's most of the good players in the dance recital, but hey, whatever. So I do not have one. So I will mention, of course, our small business shout outs to any one of those. If you have a small business, hit us up. And again, if you want to hit up a good small business, hit up BigSalinasBarbecue.com. We can help you with all your spices and rubs. I have been using that holy garlic. I've been using the no bull rub on some stuff. You can definitely do that. If you're up north, hit up the Barbecue Broker. You can find him on Facebook at thebarbecuebroker.com, where he's always doing pop-ups. He's always doing stuff for charities in that Massachusetts area. We love giving him a hard time. Definitely go up there and see him and check out his food. You will not be disappointed. We're going to have to just do that one day and hop on a plane or a long car ride, which I'm not opposed to driving, seeing the country, and check him out, check out their stuff up north. So let's get into it. We had Easter this past week. I'll go into detail a little bit more on what I did for my cook. But Randy, what did you throw down on Easter Sunday?
It'd be better to tell you what I didn't throw down on. Good Lord. Talking about Easter weekend, if you saw the Facebook and Instagram post, we had a catering job for 180 people. So I threw down like 8 briskets, 12 chickens, made 180 rolls, potato salad, beans. Everyone enjoyed everything. It was kind of nerve-wracking when you're sitting there watching the line. Like, okay, the line's ending. Nope. The line literally wrapped around, went for days. We're talking about, usually we're there for, 2 hours no matter what. But we're kind of just waiting, talking to customers. You're talking to, people there, getting their feedback. This time we didn't really have any time to, talk because, the line, we were moving the line. Within an hour, we had everybody served. People come back for seconds, thirds, ran out of everything. So definitely a good, catering job when you can run out of everything and everyone enjoys all the food. And then, of course, Sunday, we cooked, chicken and beef fajitas. We had rice, beans, flour tortillas. We watched Eden, do her, egg fighting, almost a trick or treat, egg hunting, uh, and of course, our niece and nephew, because one of them is still in Utah. Um, but the other three were here. They're still doing it. As we've been teasing. But it's just kind of good just to kind of sit back and watch. Hang out with family. But yeah, that's definitely what I cooked up this weekend. I saw some, a lot of posts. I don't know about you. We saw some, a lot of posts. People cooking briskets, chicken, throwing down hams. I know the barbecue broker threw down a delicious smoked ham. Steaks. I saw some steaks in there, some prime rib.
Steak, prime rib. You saw some with some fish. People cooking the fish on there.
Yep.
All kinds of stuff out there. Look good. Ribs. I mean, you understand whole chickens. And then hamburgers, hot dogs. Nothing wrong with just going a little small on it as
Yep.
well, because that's what I threw down. One of it. I saw some pictures of people doing the tomahawk steaks, and it's got me wanting some of those. We might have to. Depending on the competition does, maybe do some celebrating from get those from Joe's Meat Market
Yep.
up there in Roy City. But I saw, yeah, I mean, I can't even, I'm going through just pictures and pictures and pictures of stuff, and it's kind of crazy. So
Yeah, there was a lot of good food going on, for sure. Probably some people went out to eat. Um, then you had some candy. We had some delicious homemade strawberry cupcakes, and then some Rice Krispie. I think she called it peanut butter Rice Krispie treats that were huge.
God, were they ever? They were good. I think I had two or three. I hadn't had chocolate all for Lent. That was what I gave up for Lent on it, and so it was nice to finally Sunday get to enjoy a little chocolate, and that is what I did for sure. It was
It
fun.
was,
It was a good time for sure. Cracking the eggs on everybody's head, getting uh, dad to do mom and mom to get him back, and then Brooklyn to get Leslie. So that way I didn't get in trouble. I don't think we got Jeff.
no, I got Jeff.
You got Jeff. I had gotten you. I think I got Nick a little too hard. Maybe gave him a slight concussion, but hey, it's all fun and you're doing it.
Yep.
But it was pretty good, pretty fun. And then we watched. I guess you could say watched. We had the Ranger game on in the background. I don't know if anybody watched it, but
No, I don't think the people who even go to the Ranger game watch the Ranger game.
well, it's funny you brought. I mean, it's fun. The Rangers. We'll get into it on around the pit, but it's funny. That's all I will say. It's funny with them, especially in their home opener. We'll go from there. But yeah, it's been a crazy week. Luckily, everything's okay with Johnny Maggs and his thing. As a tree fell on his house, we'll send him our well wishes and our prayers that everything gets squared away, fixed, easy. Because they have some crazy weather up there as well. There's cold weather. It gets cold here. It gets even colder up there. So we'll definitely keep him in there for sure in our thoughts and prayers, as well as Chelsea's mom. My wife's mom has been a little sick, so she definitely will keep her in her thoughts and prayers as well. It'd be great. But Easter was fun. I will admit it was nice to actually do some cooking, for sure. But let's go into our one segment here before we go to start this. We take a little break. The inside the pit. I asked the question. I asked the question and I asked it late because, like I said, we were throwing this together pretty quick, and we got some funny answers about how you cook your ribs. And I was asking you a lot of questions on baby backs versus spare ribs on cooking. So can you just quickly tell us what's really the difference?
Uh, so my opinion is baby back you do have to cook a little bit longer, but sometimes it is depending on how good you can get them. Sometimes they do have more meat on them, so it is a little bit meatier. Sometimes you can get them and they're not very much meat on them at all. You do have to cook them a little bit longer. You don't get that, that appeal of the bone pulling back as much as you do on the spare ribs, which is nice for the parents for. Both of them, you just want it to get it probe tender where they're, probing like butter, somewhere close to 200. Everything's cooked differently, and then it's, all about how it tastes to you and your family. As long as it tastes good, it doesn't matter what I think, what other people think. That's gonna be the biggest thing is how do y'all like it? If you like it fall off the bone, certainly cook it fall off the bone. If you like it with a little bit tug, cook it that way. You just gotta cook it the way you like it and enjoy it. And don't change it. You can't go wrong with either some baby back ribs or some spare ribs. Either way.
We were going to the game on Friday, and there was clouds rolling in, as you probably saw when you were out there getting ready and bringing food in. And some of the clouds looked there, and they looked like ribs to me. I was like, I'm gonna have to cook some ribs because those look like ribs. Looking on here, as we'll jump back to Easter real quick. Chris made looks like some chicken thighs. Used the hot porker rub and the holy garlic rub. Made two different ones using both the original and spicy. They look delicious. He got great reviews. Feedback from the people, they loved it. He did a great job cooking those things up as well. So he started to master his grill as well. But yeah. So I mean, some of the funny answers. It really, like I said, you knew you were going to get some of them about cooking ribs. Some say they boil them, which I've heard. I've used a pressure cooker, like can't think of the name of it. I've used a pressure cooker. I haven't done an air fryer. I've heard people using the air fryers and using those to do it. And then the person's hat you're wearing, the barbecue broker, said he said he applies barbecue sauce first, then microwave for 1 hour and 20 minutes each side. He throws it down. I know how he throws it down in his pit. He's got
we want to see that. We want to see
that. He's not going to share his secrets. He won't share his secrets, but you never know. But he throws down some ribs. He's won some competitions on it, so he uses his backline smoker most of the time. He will drop off in a Weber kettle as well, but he's all about smoking his meat as well. What else you got? You got anything else for this first segment?
No, that's all I got. We covered pretty much everything. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and talk about someone's first cook on his new grill.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, that's what I do every morning. I just have my Google News feed on my phone constantly.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll get better. Jorge's not stepping on my nuts.
All right. What up? He doesn't want to do cheap sex either. What do you got?
Hey, so some kids died. I just want to let you guys know.
Like, damn, bro, could you have picked a worse story?
Mm-hmm. Let's all do our best. Gilbert Godfrey. Who wants to go first?
I can't believe
Wow, that's pretty good.
your stories involve children. You couldn't have picked a story about, I don't know, a priest and a... No, I'm joking. I don't really have any good...
What is... Man, I'm trying to think of it. So there's this like funny, like nostalgic joke. Yes, thank you. The Aristocrats. Yeah.
Oh man,
do you know that one?
Have you? Yeah, no.
You know what that
I've
is?
seen that movie. Yes.
He was just on Masked Singer as a good friend of one of the Masked Singers. I forget which one it was, but I saw a clip of him.
So, real quick, just setting this up. What the Aristocrats is a joke that is passed along throughout Hollywood, and comedians take a joke. The structure is a family goes into a talent agent and trying to sell the show that they do, and the agent's like, "What do you guys do?" And so then you just kind of put in all the just
filthiest, grossest stuff you
filthiest,
could think.
disturbing up things you can put in there. This family are doing with and around each other,
Yeah.
and then there's a punchline, and
And
his version's like he did it. It was during
He's the one that he did it, and they said, "What is that?" And he goes, "That's the Aristocrats." And then they said, "We're making a documentary about that."
Oh, okay, so this was like at a 9/11 benefit situation comedy. It was like one of the first comedy events after it happened. Shit wasn't hitting right, and he proceeded to.
But he yelled out too soon.
Yes.
And he just went, "Okay."
And then he did the Aristocrats joke in front of a room full of people, and it was like he's a legend for it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
He's got a great documentary on is it Netflix.
It could.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Point. It was.
You know,
it's been a long
and
time.
the whatchamacallit, Robin Williams did a different iteration of that joke where he's like, "Know it, I wrote it," and that joke is hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
All those guys did a version of it. I mean, the
It's
guys
like
that all
an
died,
improv
Bob
thing, right?
Saget.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an old comedian thing.
Mm-hmm.
Golly, and it's so disgusting. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I love that. Like going back and watching. Fortunately, when these guys pass, it's sad. But when that happens, like I just like to go watch some of their classic
really
flicks, or I watch documentaries about them to try to get to know a little bit more about them, maybe, or get to see them in their heyday.
Welcome back. Yeah, a little crazy here. Song's calling here in the podcast. So yes, Randy was teasing it before the break. I did do my first cook, really my first cook by myself on the Weber kettle. I got some very good tips and tricks from Johnny Maggs up there on temperature control using the snake method is what I used. Was looking at some videos. I don't think I quite mastered the way you put your coals in there. They really said there's really no real right or wrong way. You know, people will stand them up, people will lay them down. I just kind of somewhat laid them down. I'm going to try standing them up next time to see what difference I get. But I cooked it on there, threw it on there, got it to about 250, and it was pretty much consistent. I did some baby backs, one rack of baby backs with holy garlic and some Dr. Pepper. Left them on there for about 2.5 hours, I'd say, before pulling them off, wrapping it, little butter, a little bit more Dr. Pepper, and then putting it right back on there till it came right around 200 degree, but it was real tender, real easy. Then took it off. Like I said, about an hour and 15 minutes after I had wrapped them. And was able to just really keep it consistent. Came out great. I thought it tasted a little bit peppery. Might have messed up on my rub to Dr. Pepper ratio, but they were still tasty. We had a whole rack. I only ate one. Chelsea ate one. There was 4 left, so you get about 12 slices on the thing. Couple people. Ed ate some. Ed came over again on Saturday to celebrate Easter early with us at Chelsea's family, and he ate a couple. He said he could see the peppery thing, and then I topped it with the big Salinas original. Kind of dressed it up like you do in the competition, just painted it on there, let it sit, and then they added their own later on, and it came out good. Like I said, for only be 4 left at the end, I will take it. Learn from it and do it, but it was definitely fun getting out there, grilling it. Only problem that I ran into with the snake method is afterwards they wanted hamburgers and hot dogs. So as you don't really smoke hamburgers and hot dogs, but I really didn't have a choice with the way the setup was and already. So I threw some more coals, added a little the cherry wood that I had the little chips on there, got the temperature up pretty good and was able to finish cooking on it just with that one snake method. Got it all cooked. The meat did have a little smoky taste to it. But it was still tender, still good to go. As far as the hamburgers and the hot dogs, also had that smoky, little smoke taste to it as well. But there wasn't much left when we got done. So, like I said, I will take that as a sign that it was good. If there would have been a lot of leftovers, that would have been a bad sign, I think. Not too bad for sure.
Not too bad. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get better when you practice. For sure.
Definitely. I think, like I told you, and I said, I don't think there's one thing, and maybe I know Johnny Mags will listen to it. I don't think I moved. I set my meat and I left it. I should have moved it, as the fire's churning, should have kept it away from the fire. And it just gets that smoke. And I think that's what happened. I didn't move it. So obviously, and part of it is because when we've done them with your smoker or your thing or with Dorothy, they're there and it's indirect heat and you don't have to move it. You can let it sit there and don't worry about it. So I got into that mindset, but I have to realize I got to turn it a little bit, turn it there, and we'll go from there. Like I said, learning experience, still turned out.
Definitely move the meat with the coals as they burn, and then you can turn it to kind of give it the other side some more heat to kind of help with the cooking process to make sure. When I cooked the Dr. Pepper ribs, like I was trying to tell you, I just spritzed. And then when I wrapped them, I put Dr. Pepper on them, just to kind of help. You can certainly marinate them maybe in Dr. Pepper if you wanted to.
I think that's what I was gonna try. Was like the night before, get the cooler out and marinate them. Yeah. Or if I can find a tall enough pan. Some people say throw it in the cooler, they leave it in there. They said you'll be all right. You're not gonna contaminate the meat. Just make sure you shut the cooler real well. And there you go. So I can do that, the white cooler I have, and just soak them and let them marinate and see if they get that flavor. They had a hint of Dr. Pepper, but it wasn't there. Chelsea, like I said, Chelsea ate a couple. So, and her family all some of them got at least 2 on it. They did try the ribs, some didn't, but no, I'm okay with that.
What's the next cook? What you cooking next on there?
I want to try a brisket, but I'll be honest with you, I'm a little scared with the brisket because that's expensive, and if you mess it up, you mess it up. Yep. I probably we'll try to do some ribs, maybe do some. I thought about doing some chicken wings right there. I got the Weber baskets. I can put them together. That acts. A lot of people said that can act as your vortex instead of buying the vortex thing that'll act like one. And then I can do the chicken wings around there and get a smoky flavor to that. So we'll have to do that. I need to see if I can go get me some like pecan chips or chunks rather, so that way it makes it, because that's the one thing I saw on the snake method was they said to use chunks, not the chips. But I didn't want to do, the only ones I saw, I didn't go to like Home Depot or Academy or anything like that. So it was just Walmart. We had to run in there to get some stuff. And all they had was the apple one, and I didn't want to do that.
You got the Academy right there.
I do. It's also got a lot of traffic.
Let's deal with that traffic. I wanted to move in that area.
Let's talk about the traffic, Randy. Our game yesterday, we had a softball game on Tuesday, which we won 16-0. Our pitcher, a great friend of ours, DQ, actually struck out 10 batters. They batted 10. All their batters did get to bat because we had a drop third strike that got on base, and then they had a little ground ball that got hit to first, and she picked it up and touched first as well. So that's it was a weird scenario, like 10-11 batted, but she was real close to that perfect game, really striking out everybody, just on point, dominating. The girls did great. But I left the ball field there in Corinth, which is right across that Lake Louisville Bridge, right there, kind of where we play our home game. Left there turned on the 720 on Eldorado, going to 380. About 5:30, I get to a light. I don't get home till 7. Dude, it took me an hour and like 10 minutes to make a right turn because it went from 3 lanes to 2 lanes to 1 lane, and then nobody wanted to let anybody in.
Nope.
And then I finally got in early, and then I let it 1 or 2, and then I'm getting close to the thing, and you always have that one person that just speeds up, wants to get over at the last minute, and he didn't get over in front of me. He got behind me. We're gonna do it. So it is there, but you're right. The traffic's been crazy, but I'm gonna try to hit up Academy maybe this weekend or on Friday and get those. Pick me up some B&B and some other some wood chunks or something to keep it going. But like I said, I want to try a brisket. I might try chicken next. If not, another. We may do some ribs or something. Maybe some steaks. I don't know. Well, we're definitely gonna do some cooking, and I will be posting some pictures on there. And we would love to see your pictures of what you're cooking as the springtime is here. The warmer temperatures are coming. They're definitely coming here in Texas and along everywhere. So let's get those grills fired up, get them clean, and we will go from there. But let's talk about it. We have a cook-off coming up. Tell us about the cook-off.
We got a cook-off coming up?
You know you got a cook-off because you already dreaming a cook-off. You sit there at work and just, cook-off.
Is it Friday yet? No, yeah, we'll be in Weatherford. Of course, when this airs, we'll already be at the cook-off, but it's going to be a Champions Barbecue Alliance cook-off. We're going to be cooking up some brisket, pork butt, ribs, chicken, beans. So we're going to be out there cooking. Definitely spend all day Saturday just trying to get meat, trying to find some ribs. Because everyone sold out of Perry Fresh, apparently. Everyone wants them. I had to drive all the way to Weatherford to get a couple briskets. Because they were on sale for $1 or something. So when they're on sale, we're gonna have to go. It definitely was not worth the trip. But I will take the Snake River Farm brisket that I did pick up that I did score. So definitely check out that brisket that we cooked up. It's about 22 pounds is what I got. 22 pounds, somewhere around there. Good price. Got some pork butts with some good marbling, some good money muscles. So we're going to definitely see what we got coming. Hopefully we get some calls. Definitely check out Instagram and Facebook posts and TikTok and see how we did. And then of course next episode we'll dive more into it and how it went and how I probably messed up. Let's just start there.
And for sure, definitely YouTube subscribers, Facebook, get in there, follow us, because we will try to go live a couple times as we show you some previews of what we're turning in and some stuff like that. So definitely get in there for all our cook-offs when we do that. You'll want to check those out so we can get those in there. Hopefully there's good weather. They said there could be some weather moving late Saturday. Hopefully it is what it is late Saturday into Sunday, and it still stays good for the cook-off. But let's take a quick break. We'll be back with Around the Pit.
Both sides, on every aisle, on all the aisles. Let's go ahead and get into Three of a Kind.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get in a little OT with some Moon Knight action later.
All right. So what we are talking about today.
Oh yeah, we got
Three of a Kind. Our favorite movie soundtracks. And it's going to be Troy, Chris, Dean, Jorge in that order. So, Troy, what saith you?
Yeah, I can't wait. I've been waiting.
Mhm.
I'm excited for this one. I don't know if it's gonna get hate, but if it does, it, I don't care.
Uh-oh.
It's number one in my heart. But I am going with the soundtrack of the original Top Gun.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Some bangers on there, man.
Yes.
I won't super like it.
Highway to the danger zone.
Yes, sir. Take my breath away.
Yeah, that's
Song?
a good one. That's a great.
Yeah,
set.
shit. Well, listen, it was like because I was gonna put that on mine,
Oh, that's
but
not
I
a super
kind of
like
went a
situation.
different route, so I don't know if
Okay.
I super like that or not.
If you want a
Pretty
different
much
route.
hate any movie soundtrack with Kenny Loggins,
Yeah, Kenny
gonna-
Loggins though he was like,
except for that song.
whoa.
It's the only Kenny Loggins song I like. Is
Oh, come on.
Danger Zone song.
I thought we all
Top Gun- yeah,
appreciated
I'm
the
gonna give you a super
Caddyshack
like,
song.
Troy.
We
Yeah,
appreciated the
no.
Caddyshack song.
No,
All right, cool. I got a super light, gentlemen.
We got a super like? Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah, but
Who's next?
that soundtrack is pretty dope.
That's
It's
me
pretty dope.
next. Okay,
Like-
so
Yeah.
all right. This is really tough. There's so many that I want to say. So I'm gonna just use my honorable mentions later to kind of fill that void. But I'm gonna do like I said, past, present, future. So my past, what I appreciated as a young lad is still a record that I own. I inherited it from my parents. Like it's like one of my prized possessions, and that is the Purple Rain soundtrack.
Damn it.
Welcome back. All right, it's time for Around the Pit, where we talk about things just right around the pit, what we're doing, what we're talking about. This is probably what we're going to talk about, diving in deeper into it when it comes to, especially this weekend. And we did it this past weekend when we were just kind of chit-chatting out there cooking the fajitas. I was out there talking to my father-in-law and new brother-in-law about it as they were around the pit there with Ed. When Ed came, he joined in on the conversation. And it's basically just what we want to talk about. And there, I am going to go starting it off with this 10-hour movie that I'm watching. Broken into 10 different parts. Why Netflix does that to me every time, I don't know.
Well, first of all, are you going to sit there for 10 hours?
I do it. I watch it. Here's the thing, people. I work from home, and I can multitask by looking at something and looking back. I don't talk to customers anymore. That's Randy's job. So I have some background noise going on. That's what I had. I sat there and watched it. It's got me. It's called Making a Murderer, and basically this guy gets framed for one, and then suing the county, and they're basically framing again. It's a documentary, so you're getting the people's perspective from there about how this and that, and how he opens his mouth in interrogation. They take it one way, so it just tells you when you're being interrogated if you ever fall into that trap. Just keep your mouth shut, ask your lawyer. Don't say nothing. My advice to you, use it as you will. But that's what it is. But let's get into it. NFL, the draft is coming up for the NFL. Debo Samuel's making noise saying he don't want to be in San Francisco. What are your thoughts? What are you looking for?
He's trying to get paid to be the highest paid receiver, and I hate to break it to him, he's more of a running back. He is a receiver in that offense. And people are posting, I've seen people posting, we need to go out there and trade for him. Cowboys, y'all don't need Debo. Y'all ain't gonna pay the price. And second off, y'all ain't got the offensive coordinator who's gonna use him. Get that out of your mind.
What do you think it'll take to get him?
It's gonna take a high draft pick at least. I'm talking about multiple draft picks. Plus, you're gonna have to spend some money. Because right now, someone gets paid, next man up is trying to get paid as well. That's just the league that we're in right now. Definitely, people are shying away from the Patriots way of life, the Tom Brady way of life. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna build a team, and let's just go out there and win championships and leave a legacy. These people are just trying. And there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But, the Cowboys ain't gonna win. That's what I can tell you. I hate to break it to you.
Told you I have no faith in And this, when the reports came out, and I'm with you. I saw people go get him. Let's go get him. Let's go get him. Guys, calm down. We ain't gonna get him. They're gonna build it through the draft, and that's the only way we're gonna do things from now on. I don't free agency. We're not gonna get involved in it. We'll trade.
Hey, they've been
trade for somebody.
They've been hitting it in the draft. You know, that's one thing I give it to them. They know how to draft. Will McClay know him and his people. They know exactly how to find those players. So keeping them is a different story. But you know, hey, you gotta have the offensive defense coordinator.
True, and you look at it as what do we have? I mean, we got. You see some of the other receivers that have been traded that I think are less talented than Amari Cooper, and I'm sure that'll make some other people happy, but that are definitely less talented than him, and they got traded for higher draft picks. We just basically gave him away to what cut cost to cap because we were going to go sign these defensive players. We didn't sign a single one. They re-signed Leighton Vander Esch.
Hey.
Because why? Because somebody said it. They said it, I think, on the Sean and RJ show in the morning on Fan. Because Stephen Jones values his draft picks because he's the one been drafting lately. He's the one been signing off on a lot. So.
But it's also about, would you rather have the devil that you know or the devil that you don't?
Rather have Tyreek Hill.
For what? We still wouldn't use him. We ain't got the quarterback who can throw it to him. You ain't got a quarterback who can throw it to him in Miami.
You hear Amari Cooper said about his quarterback. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're crazy. Amari's not too happy for sure. And we'll go with this as a little preview, a little answer to Johnny Mag said he wanted us to do a live one day when the Cowboy game comes on. We may just have to do that just for him. I doubt it, but we'll see. Maybe we'll pick a game.
We may be cut short because
It might be booted off. But you never know.
We can FaceTime you, man.
And maybe what we have to do is just have him FaceTime him or get him on the line because I don't know. It gets pretty wild out there. And, you know, people get threatened not to settle down because you're gonna have a heart attack. Then they get mad, and then the next play they're right back yelling at the TV. That's the way it works.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it for him. First game of the season, 3-0. You heard it here first. 4/20/2022, 8:23 p.m. Dallas Cowboys 3-0. First drive of the season. Call
All right. And if you're wrong,
call him. Hey, someone wants to bet me. We bet.
what you want to bet?
What you want to go? What you want to bet, son? What y'all want to bet?
Well, let our listeners. What do you think we should bet? I'll take it that the Cowboys will at least within the first 3 plays make a first down. That's all they got to do. Make one first down.
I ain't got that confidence.
And they ain't gonna go 3 and out. He said they're going 3 and out. First 3 of the regular season. We're not doing preseason. We don't.
They can still get a first down. But guess what? They got 2 more plays. They can still throw an interception. They can fumble it.
You know what they're gonna do?
3 plays.
They're gonna pass, run. And so if they pass and get a first down, they'll run the next 2 plays and I'll be set. So 3 plays, you have them either turning the ball over or punting in the first 3 plays of the new season. Am I hearing that correct? What did you say? On 4/20?
4/20, 8:23 p.m. Cowboys gonna go 3 and out. In fact, I bet they go 3 downs and out. They will punt the ball. 4 plays, they will punt.
What if they throw an interception on first down?
But you know what? Hey, guess what?
For you? Okay. Well, We got it down there, lay the bet. Whichever you do, we will do it, and we will do it on Facebook Live to show that it has been done. So you, the listeners, tell us what we are putting on the line, because I have got confidence in my team. Not much, but I think they can at least get one first down in 3 plays. That's it. That's all we need to do, and I win the bet. Not turn the ball over in the first down.
I can't remember the last time we started the season and they didn't go 3 downs and out.
Been a long, I don't remember.
Exactly. It's in our DNA to go 3 downs and out. Let's get it out of the way.
It might be. Well, you were talking about it earlier. The Rangers think they're already 25 games out.
We shooting for the number 1 draft pick. Who we can?
And we shoot for the number 1 draft pick. If we didn't have a competition this weekend, I'd go up to Frisco. Our first round draft picks pitching there this weekend. It'd be cool to see. Let's see. The Rangers are 2-8, and they're already 4 games out of first place.
Hey, they well on their way to finish 2-160.
Right now, if the draft ended today, we wouldn't have a number 1 draft pick potentially.
Now, granted, I don't know if you or the listeners saw that one game where they got screwed on that and over in that extra innings. They got screwed. Yeah, on that. Let me challenge you. I thought you only got 1 challenge. You can only challenge 1 play. He challenged the slide and something else. So you challenged 2 things in 1. So he had a force out. And the guy clearly got the throw off.
I thought as long as you could hit the base, touch the base, I don't know. There's been some crazy stuff for sure, rules-wise, with the going on, and it's been crazy. The Rangers have gotten they got screwed on that one, but they were laughing because the prices for just about everything went up. The new stadium on it. I think you said one day it was $60 to park because the Rangers were playing, and what else was going on?
So the news had it as $40 for parking, $12 for beer. Saturday, on the 16th, okay, day before Easter, they had the Ranger game and a fight at the AT&T Stadium. Parking was $62 for parking. You get into to see a fight.
For the Ranger game, right?
No, to get into to see the fight.
Oh, because of the Rangers.
Because the Rangers were playing, you had basically 4 lots you could pick, and they're all right there next to Jerry. As much as now, I wouldn't mind going for, with those free tickets, but I ain't paying that much. You have some. I don't think so.
Would have got there to been that, I'd have been like, let's just go to a bar that's showing it. Yeah. Spend it on some beer.
Yeah, because it was an Earl Spencer Jr. I mean, I could see if it was, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, big name fight. We're talking about
big name from Dallas.
I mean, come on. He big name in Texas, but how many people outside of Texas know?
He's world champ, baby.
He's a world champ, but he's also in Jerry's pocket. So if he wants to fight in Jerry World every weekend, he's going to get a fight in Jerry World every weekend.
You look at it. Jerry has made a lot of money on parking alone. The weekend before that, you had WrestleMania for 2 days, so he was cleaning up on that. You had some baseball games too, opening day for the Rangers as well, along with this one with Easter and then that fight. So he's been cleaning up on just the parking alone.
That's not even to get in.
For sure. We will definitely we'll have to see what happens.
$62. I would walk.
I ain't doing it. I park far. I would park far, somewhere and walk. I'm walking a mile, cool, but I'm not paying $62. So We will see what the Cowboys do come draft time, as that is quickly approaching. Rumors saying they could trade up to get somebody. People have them getting, I think it was a receiver. So we'll have to see. I haven't really looked at too many draft boards or anything like that for it. I think if you're going to do what they're doing, go defense, and let's keep attacking that way. Let's start building up that linebacking core for sure. Unless you can get a top safety, then let's do that. Would be fine. What do you think they should do draft-wise?
Offensive line. First of all, you paying, and this is okay. I saw a stat. Dak Prescott made $108 million. You know how many playoff wins he's had? 0. You're talking about a 40-plus-year-old guy. No, since he got paid, a 40-year-old guy making less money, he won 5 playoffs. Not very good. Not very good. So if you're gonna pay a man that much money, you better protect him. Definitely I would say go offensive line, but I think they're gonna go linebacker. Of course, we're always gonna have that guy that's like, why did they draft this guy? What are you doing? This guy's injury prone, that off the field issues, whatever the case may be is. If you're a Cowboy hater, guess what? Get ready for that. Cowboy Nation will be like, what? That's what I prepare myself for. What round are we getting into on that? But definitely, I think they're going to go linebacker, one of the first 2 picks. I mean, I wouldn't mind them drafting a receiver, but I mean, for what? For what?
I don't know. We will see what happens. Like I said, they don't know. They're saying, like I said, they're saying they want to move up, but that seems to be the case every year. Some are saying, would they be willing to trade up and get who our producer wants them to get, in Kyle Hamilton, the safety from Notre Dame, if he falls enough for Dallas to make the move. I say we'll see. I don't think the kid falls. You never know. A lot can happen between now and draft day, so we will see. But let's go ahead and wrap it up. What else you got? What's your final thoughts for the show?
Final thoughts as always are no. Y'all know I ain't got no final thoughts.
Why?
Besides, always keep, let us know what, questions. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all those social media sites. Let us know if you got any questions, whether it be, smoking something, how to prepare a brisket, how to trim it, whatever the case may be. If you got a barbecue question, ask us. We will definitely help you out, point you in that right direction if we're not 100% sure. And as always, give our stuff a try, because you never know. You just may get hooked on big taste, big flavor, and Big Salinas barbecue.
It is. Definitely hit us up. Like I said, we will point you in the right direction, just as I had to reach out to others, and they got me going in the right direction. So this weekend with the Weber kettle. So if you have any tips or tricks that you use for that, definitely hit it up. Hit me up, let me know, say, hey, try this or try that. Or if you got any ideas on what you should cook, hit us up. We've got the bet laid out. Randy says 3 and out or a turnover within the first 3 plays of the game. I say they go at least the first down. They make it past the 3 plays. We will see. Tell us what we should be betting. I know we're going to get some people to do this. We will do it. Whatever you vote.
I know Max is going to chime in.
I know whatever it is you need us to do, we're going to do it. Like I said, we're going to do it Facebook Live. We're going to get this done for sure. And like I said, as I did this weekend, I have put some stuff on for the family that was with love, was with passion. I had fun with it. They enjoyed it. And that's all that matters. As long as your family likes it, have a good one. And y'all stay safe. And again, whatever you do, do it with love, do it with passion. We'll see you down the road.
5 levels are big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and damn. People ask, what could be bigger than damn?